people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 30 of Fierce Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. Last time, we basically started off the fourth episode, Turnabout Beginnings, where we're flashing back to Mia's first trial, and Edgeworth is back in his glorious Von Karma outfit. The same one we actually saw in his office in the first game. Anyways, let's get moving. Huh? For every contradiction, there exists an explanation. Let's look at what the explanation in this case may be, shall we?
Alright, it's not like he's really giving me a choice here.
Ha! You're doing pretty good for a little kitten.
Mr. Armando!
No matter what he says, a contradiction always comes down to a lie. It's either the victim discovered in his trunk, the witness's photo showing the defendant and the victim, or the witness's testimony that stated she saw the moment of the murder. Just relax and think it over. It's pretty simple, isn't it? The false evidence. It's one of those three. What you just said now? I'm not sure I look like that.
That wasn't me, Your Honor. It was the coffee aficionado over there that said it.
This court is not in the habit of accepting false evidence, you know. Blame it on him, Your Honor. He's the one trying to slip false evidence into the court. But we won't let him. We'll expose his evidence as the flimsy scam it really is.
Yes! The false evidence in this case here is... about the photo that the prosecution claims was taken by a witness. It certainly seems to show a man in a prison uniform in a woman's coat. However, we can't tell any more than that from the photo.
Sorry, I have to cough. Are you saying the people in this photo may not be the victim and the defendant?
Well, that certainly is a possibility.
So perhaps it was another prisoner policewoman. I admit people have their quirks. Perhaps they were part of a role-playing group.
Well, I suppose that's also possible, I guess.
You messed up again, kitten.
Mr. Armando!
There should be something else that's even more suspicious. Now think the whole thing over again. From this point on, Miss Faye, I would penalize you for making unsubstantiated accusations.
Don't do it, Mia! Don't cry until you get home!
In any case, this court is not in the habit of accepting false evidence. You don't blame it on him, Your Honor. Yes, blah blah blah. Witness's testimony.
It is a no-brainer. Obviously, the witness is suspicious. During his earlier testimony, the detective pointed out a crucial fact. The criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Now, is that testimony exactly the witness claims to see?
Yeah, that's what the witness told us.
That testimony is filled with holes. After all, the victim's coat isn't dirty at all.
That's true. Ha! It's not just true, it's the truth. If there was a truly decisive witness in this case. I am certain the boy Wonder over there would have called them in the first place.
Your Honor, the defense requests to cross-examine the eyewitness. The testimony presented so far is not only vague, but contradictory as well.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, it appears that we'll need to hear from your mystery witness after all. You should brace yourself for the brutal truth. Your Honor, the prosecution has no intention of hiding the witness from the court. We are prepared to present our witness at any time. Very well, please bring forth your witness at this time.
What Mr. Edgeworth said kind of worries me. What does he mean by the brutal truth?
Now, let's proceed with the testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, please go right ahead. Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution examines the woman who saw the events that day with her own eyes.
This is it, Mia. The battle begins here.
Witness, what is your name and occupation? Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Everyone is so silent that I can hear their hearts going pitter-patter.
Oh, when I look at you, how can I put it? You look as scrumptious as a double-double in a dozen donut holes. I feel like I want to hurry up and hand down a verdict just to have a bite.
Hey, Why not so fast?
As I said before, you cannot sway me. I am only swayed by logic, woman. This witness is very sensitive and delicate. I would ask the court to please exercise care when addressing her. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You are a true gentleman. Miss Faye, you can learn a lot from this man.
If he's such a great gentleman, he sure doesn't act like one to me. Sir.
Yes, my dear.
This is my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Anyways, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused.
Not at all. It's no trouble at all.
Now then, may we please have your name and occupation? My name is, Melissa Foster. I'm a college student, a freshman in the literature department.
You were on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct?
And you were the one who took this photo. Is that accurate? How can you be so mean?
Now see here, what are you doing shoving that in her face like that?
Huh? But it's just a photograph. It's not like something dangerous.
Next time I'll be forced to penalize you.
I don't like the turn this is taken. Is she staring at me? And you would be? Huh? I'm the defense lawyer. My name's Mia Fey. I see. So you are.
Now then, young lady, could you please give your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best. I was using my camera to take some pictures of wild flowers, and I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo to show us the crucial moment. And right after that, I called the police.
By the way, where you were standing when this incident occurred? I believe the map would be of help here.
I was standing right over here. I was standing in a beautiful field surrounded by tall cliffs.
So you took the photo from the location, eh?
I brought the camera I was using at the time, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to.
Oh, what a cool camera! Just like its owner. Camera added to the court record. Alright then, Miss Faye, time for your cross-examination. But I warn you, make the witness cry again and you'll feel the wrath of my gavel. Okay, come on.
Did you say wildflowers? Yes, the mountain is famous for its beautiful spring wildflowers. But it's only February. Well, I couldn't wait for spring to come.
Oh, I know how you feel. It's just like when I first started growing this glorious beard of mine. I just couldn't wait, so I wore a dyed blonde Santa beard until mine grew in properly. Would you mind if we got back to the facts of the case, Your Honor?
Was there anything strange about the two of them? I'm a bad girl. I know I am. It looked like they were having a really serious conversation up there. So I decided to watch them, like some kind of peeping Tom.
No, not at all. Everyone is like that. I love watching other people fight too. In fact, I can't get enough of it. Actually, that's why I took this job in the first place.
Too much info, Your Honor.
In any case, it's perfectly natural for you to have kept watching them. Especially dressed as they were.
Well, anyways, I was watching them very closely. Suddenly...
Yes.
Do you have any idea about what they were fighting about? No, I have no idea. Why you asked that? Oh, I just thought that maybe you would have heard what they said. I would never eavesdrop. I've got more class than that.
That's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level.
Ah! Why'd you take a photo? Well, the two of them were really going at it. Ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a news reporter. I guess that part of me just kind of took over. Smells like a lie to me.
Yes, I understand completely. Even now, I can't completely abandon my boyhood dreams. I still use my grandson to test my comedy routines on.
So he wanted to be a comedian, huh? Not that it has any bearing on this. All I could do was use my camera. So I took the photo of the crucial moment and gave it to the police. You called the police? Yes, because it looked to me like the murderer was going to try to escape.
We were already moving before the call even came in. Thanks to the victim's note, we had already started our operation. That was certainly tough luck for the criminal, eh?
If Terry falls into the criminal, then there must be something strange in that girl's testimony.
Be careful, kitten. That girl has the judge wrapped around her little finger. You're going to have a tough time poking holes in that testimony of hers.
You're going to have to come up with something really good, Mia.
Boom, I wanted to make sure.
Witness, when you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you meant? All I can see in this photo are two people facing each other. You testified that you saw the two of them starting to fight. Normally that's the kind of thing that we would refer to as a crucial moment. Why had you presented a photo like that? Well, you see,
the photo we presented was the only one there was.
But if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, then what happened next? You must take a photo of that!
Duh. Yeah, my apologies, young lady. But Miss Faye's assertion is not without a certain amount of merit.
He can't certainly downplay a situation, can he? I'm sorry. I'm a very bad girl. I used it all up. The film, I mean.
You ran out of film?
Yeah, this photo was the last one. What?
Unfortunately, that is the truth. I personally examined all the photographs you took that day. All the other photos of the witnesses are playing among the wildflowers. Unfortunate enough, I had a friend who went on my computer, and, well, let's just say those photos are now missing. Something smells, and, well, I know who it is.
The witness herself? Then who took the photos? Well, you see, my camera has a timer feature built into it. So you took the photos of yourself?
I remember taking some photos of myself once, too.
Please, no details!
Are you sure? It's pretty steamy. Yeah, it's pretty steamy, you know. I was in the adult movie industry. You see, I was in several films. I play... No, not gonna go there. Not gonna go there. It seems that Miss Faye's assertion was not so decisive after all.
Wait, just a minute!
Well, if she had no film left, she couldn't very well take more photos, eh? Miss Foster, perhaps then you could tell us about a different sort of photo. Photos of the incident that you took with your own eyes.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet.
Very well then, let's get back to the cross-examination. Let's hear your thoughts on the fight that you had witnessed.
Yes, Mr. Judge. Boy, this guy's really a sucker for sweet talk.
Ha. It looks like the other kitten in the room is the one that's getting all the attention.
Yeah, it's sickening.
However, sorry.
It says that the van was lying.
Don't ask me to confirm your facts.
So sorry, this is my first time establishing a case.
Well, let's make it a memorable occasion with a penalty.
Yeah, I thought you would go easy on me because I'm new. The victim? Why do you think she tried to run away? With her police training, she certainly knew better than to turn her back to a criminal.
I highly doubt that. The police in this city are quite incompetent. Okay, Exhibit A, gumshoe. This was a large, powerful man with a knife. If it had been a quaggy woman like you, I'm sure she would have acted differently.
Quaggy? Why you?
If it had been me, I probably would have jumped into the river.
There's still something wrong with this testimony. She only got 10 yards before she was stabbed in the back. So you're saying Sergeant Hawthorne wasn't able to get away from him? Well, it's a narrow bridge. It was swaying back and forth. If you ask me, both of them were in danger of falling off. I only wish I could have done something to help her.
That seems to make sense.
I wonder about that. Something seems kind of off.
Ha. You have a good sixth sense. When you fear that something's off, that's when you need to figure out why.
Dirt wasn't the criminal.
There we go. I knew it was one of those that I had to press.
Witness, your testimony is a joke. Huh? What? But I just...
Miss Faye, I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry.
One short testimony and two bad contradictions. And there's no possible excuse.
You said there were two contradictions.
It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area. According to your testimony, the two of them were in the middle of the bridge. Or if they were, the victim turned around and tried to run, well, then...
She would have hit a dead end.
You said 10 yards, but she couldn't have even ran 5. Because Dusky Bridge just collapsed on that side. Ah!
What does all this mean?
It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it.
This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court? Just a moment, Your Honor.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion. What do you mean? There was one major mistake in this diagram.
What did you say?
What are you referring to? It's all because the diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge. We couldn't find any official blueprints of it. So you're saying... I'm saying that even though this bridge is currently in disrepair, there's no evidence that can prove that the bridge was broken during the incident.
That's ridiculous!
You can't actually tell me the condition of the bridge on this photo. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence. Ha, that guy is good.
Huh? What do you mean?
He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, alright. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy.
What the coward!
Well, Miss Faye, it seems you've once again made a reckless accusation.
I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself.
No, it wasn't your fault at all. Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish once and for all what it was the witness actually saw. Indeed. All right, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony?
But it's so hard to go on.
We're all yours, Miss Fooster. There's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw.
Yes, sir. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I only supposed to talk about what I saw.
Witness such violence has been difficult.
Yes, sir. I'm still shaken up.
If he accepts this testimony as it is, well finished.
Now, don't say that!
Oh, well. Maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home. They make a really great mocha latte.
This trial isn't over yet!
Ha, that's what I like to hear. Alright, Miss Faye, your cross-examination, if you please.
The contradiction staring right in your face, Mia. Go for the attack! Are you saying that the victim didn't fall down on the bridge? Actually, maybe she did fall.
Of course she didn't fall down on the bridge! If she had fallen down, this photo wouldn't make any sense. If that's the case, our coat would have been all muddy.
If you don't mind, I was asking the witness.
No need to be so rude. Well, young lady.
Of course she didn't fall down. The man in the prison uniform grabbed her before she could.
Ha, we're one step too slow. And then what did the defendant do after that?
You personally witnessed that? Yes. Did anything strange happen when she did that? Well, I don't know if you call it strange or not, but that's when the victim's scarf fell off.
You mean this scarf? Well, it's a matter we found at the scene. I don't see any problem.
I think we have to present the bridge diagram. You mean the defendant carried the body all by himself? Yes.
Considering the size of the defendant, I don't think it would be that difficult.
Yes, but let's remember they were on a narrow bridge that was ready to collapse. Is that even possible to have carried a dead body on the bridge like that?
Well, the fact of the matter is that he did! That kind of talk is just silly!
Wow, why did you get so emotional all of a sudden?
Miss Faye, if you think there's another possibility, please share it with the rest of us. Just wanted to make sure.
A killer not wanting his victim to be found. I can understand that. However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found.
Well, what is it?
Take another look at the map of the area and you'll see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river.
For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies have fallen in and are never recovered. Ah.
In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. If 10 murders were to occur at that same spot above the Eagle River, you can bet your boot that every other killer would have tossed the body in the water.
Order! I'm not sure if I care for the way you put that, Miss Faye. But I must admit, it does seem odd to not throw the body into the river. Well, Miss Edgeworth? How sad. Perhaps Miss Faye would do better to try taking a dip in the river herself. After all, you claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature.
What are you talking about?
My point is, no matter how old you may find the killer's methods of body disposal, the fact is that this is what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw. Not quite true. Miss Faye, it seems that your assertion is without merit after all.
But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous.
Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car. That's certainly consistent with what the witness has told us. Please, witness, go on with your testimony.
I'll try.
All you have to do is tell us only what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again.
Who is he talking about? All right, I'll do my best.
Terry stole the car.
What did the man do then? Well, naturally, he got in the car and was about to flee. That's why I came to my senses. I said to myself, I have to call the police.
And so that's when you called the police?
You're sure that you saw that with your own eyes? Yes, I'm 100% certain.
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time. Done what? Made a crucial mistake.
A crucial mistake like what, Miss Faye?
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. You're saying you saw that, right? With your own eyes? Yes, and? It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. The place you claimed to have taken the photo from that day is here. You see what I mean? Even if you tried to see the car, this outcropping of rock is directly in the way. That's right, Miss Foster. From where you're standing, you could have not possibly seen the killer's car.
I admit that the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock. However, it isn't so tall as to stop us from seeing the car.
That's right. It's not high at all. I was able to see his car just fine. I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash. I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is the location the photo was taken from. Your own photo has the whole story. can really see the left side of this bridge, but the outcropping that is being referred to is really more like a cliff.
Ah!
Your view should have been completely got by this cliff, but you're still going to be able to see the killer's car. No!
Order in the court! What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo? Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusions. The fact that the escapees are in a stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it.
But she was repeatedly warned before stating in her testimony. She was told to testify only what she saw with her own eyes.
Mr. Judge?
Mr. Judge?
What is it?
I think I must have remembered things wrong. Hey, wait a minute! You can't just say that!
Miss Faye, no one on the face of this planet is perfect. And then Manfred enters into the call on his cell phone. Miles, what did you say? Hello? Miles, what did you say about me not being perfect? Miles of Karma, I will not refer to you. Miles, you know that I am a perfect being. And then Edgeworth 5 seconds later. What now? What now, Mr. Karma? Miles Edgeworth, I heard that you said that I was not perfect. What is with my family? Don't call me during the trials. Yes indeed, quite true. You know what they say, to err is to human, to forgive divine. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to the witness here.
What? That's not fair!
Ha! Save the tears for later, kitten.
Mr. Armando!
Don't look back until the trial is over. Now is the time to go forward.
But that wasn't fair!
Okay, kitten, you need to relax. Then you need to remember the other kitten's testimony.
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there.
So tell us, how do you know that? How do you know that he broke into the trunk?
Aha!
Until you can explain how you knew that, you're going to have a lot of very suspicious people on the side of the courtroom. Well, witness?
Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk because there was marks left on the trunk lid. I'm certain they were scratch marks from when he broke into it.
What? Let me see that photo. It's true, these certainly look like scratch marks around the keyhole. It's obvious that this trunk has been broken open. Well, Miss Faye, are you satisfied?
The judge is on her side. I can't make any mistakes here.
Yes, a big one. It doesn't work.
Mr. Foster, it looks like you finally betrayed yourself. What? You said you were in a field taking photos of wildflowers, but even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when? When did you get a chance to see those scratches?
Not to mention, he had the key! He could have just unlocked the trunk!
Finally, I got her!
Ha, I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here. Then perhaps it would be faster if Miss Faye explains herself.
Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was... there was only one way the witness had the chance to see those scratches.
Yes, what is it?
Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stopped the corpse in herself. The person who really hit the body in the trunk of that car was... Melissa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it? That's ridiculous. I could never. It was the man in the prison garb. He was the one that cracked. I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Balls had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. There was no need to break it open. But he stole the car. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light, which means that the key would have been still in the ignition. Oh, I see. Thank you for telling us all about the scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. It couldn't have been Mr. Balls that put the body in the trunk. No!
But Buster, to even suggest that the witness put the boy in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photo that she took? The corpse would only have been put in the trunk when the incident occurred. And we already know that at the time she was taking photographs. The camera was on a timer, Edgeworth.
Now's your chance, Mia. Finish this thing. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is that the sheriff of this main not been pushed by Mr. Foster herself. I don't think you can make a mistake about it. Take a look at her camera. It has a timer built into it, even a mini tripod. Almost as if the camera was brought there just to take the picture.
What are you trying to say there, Miss Faye? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster was in the field as she claimed?
Well, if she really did use the camera as auto timer, then the answer is yes. She was somewhere else. Exactly. She was not in the field.
Would the defense please explain further? Listen, this is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? I'm going to get through this one court session because there's going to be a recess. I'm going to get through it. We're almost there. In answering that question, we'll also make clear Miss Foster's true identity. Well then, please answer this question. Where was Melissa Foster when the incident on the bridge occurred?
Naturally, the witness is right here.
But that's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, was standing. Order! Miss Faye, what on earth?
Your Honor, if I may. After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could only have been before the defendant met the victim.
How asinine! Of course Mr. Foles met with the victim. The only person with the opportunity to put the victim in the trunk is the same man that killed her, Terry Foles.
You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne.
What? I've never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life. Then who exactly is the victim in this photo?
It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness.
What?
It's the only possible explanation. The woman that Mr. Falls met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. It was you, Melissa Foster's. Me? Let's remember that it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. Mr. Falls himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne.
But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped get him convicted.
But since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in a federal penitentiary. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore.
You're just making this up as you go along. Where's your proof?
I've got it all right here. This piece of evidence will blow this case wide open. At the time of the incident, Mr. Foles had forgotten what Miss Valerie Hawthorne looked like. Mr. Foss had forgotten the victim's face, and that's why he needed some piece of identification. Namely, this muddy scarf. It was Mr. Foss who requested that she wear this scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by this note the victim left. Yeah. In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like yes, anyone could pretend to be Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what do you have to say for that, Melissa Foster? No!
Hey, where's Miss Foster? She's collecting herself in the lobby.
It's obvious that Melissa Foster did it. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set the camera to snap a fake photo of them together.
The only question is, why did she do it?
Well, isn't it obvious? She's the true criminal.
Ha. Well, we'll have to wait for Miss Foster to compose herself before we start again. Until then, this court is in recess. The defense and the prosecution are instructed to wait in the lobby.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understood. Very well. This court is now in recess. Is now in recess? What the heck was that? Anyways, okay, we're going to wait for the text bubble, and then we are going to end it off. No. Okay. Mr. Ball's
like, eek! I'm sorry!
Anyways, I think that's a good time to end this off. I really appreciate you guys going to watch this episode review or become back with us. If you like the video, like, subscribe, comment, share. Sorry. I'm so out of it. Anyways, I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer. Hope you come back for the next one. If you like the video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever that you want. And with that, I'll see you later. Bye.